morning, folks. Welcome to Boston and Boston Outdoors. My name is Tugboat, and I will be a conductor for our trip this morning. Now, I come from a long line of boaters. You folks may have heard of my sister sailboat, my brother fishing boat, and of course my wife love boat. Now, growing up with a name like Tugboat, I wasn't sure what I should do with my life, so I became a tugboat captain. Now, I've worked in every harbor this side of the Mississippi River, and when I came up to Boston, the harbor master said, "Tugboat, I'm going to put you in the Charles River." Now, has anybody here seen the Charles River before today? Absolutely beautiful, right? Anybody ever seen ocean-going ship on the Charles River? Absolutely not. It has been over 100 years since the last ocean-going ship has made it up the Charles River. Good news for you folks, since it might be another 100 years, I have plenty of time to show you around the beautiful streets of Boston in this amphibious vehicle. You folks ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's get out of here, folks. Safety first. With the windows open, you have to keep your arms, legs, heads, feet, everything inside the dark. We don't want to lose any of those on our trip today. Also, please take this opportunity to put your cell phones on stun or vibrate, as this is a narrated tour. You don't want to miss any of my riveting stories. Please stay seated till I ask you to stand up. And there is no smoking on our trip today. You folks have all the important things down? Alright, excellent. Today's trip will be about Boston's freedom, funds, and firsts. The city of Boston is one of the oldest in the nation. It was the birthplace of the American Revolution. It was from Boston Common that the British troops originally started their march towards Lexington and Concord, and the beginning of the American Revolution. And because the city of Boston is one of the oldest in the nation, there are many, many firsts that have happened right here in the city of Boston. Now, the city of Boston is the first public school, Boston Latin, opened in the year 1635. We also had the first college, named Newtown College, opened in 1636. You folks know we have heard of Harvard University before? Newtown College became Harvard University 1638. And of course, it comes up one day. I don't know if you realize that we have funded for a 36-foot gray boat with truck tires underneath it. This is Boston's duck tours. These vehicles are called ducks. As we go through the streets, people are going to quack at us. And what are we going to do if people quack at us, folks?
Quack back.
We're going to quack back. Absolutely correct. I will give you the command to the boats, and you will let off too loud. Quack, quack. So folks want to practice one time? All right. To the boats. Quack, quack. Let's try that again. To the boats. Quack, quack. Oh, perfect. All right. So I understand I have a group aboard today. We all know each other, right? Where's the group from?
All over.
Everywhere. Oh, okay. So how did the group get together? Oh, at University of Germany. All right. Very good. Anybody visiting Boston for the first time? A couple of hands going up like that. All right. Very good. So how long you staying here in Boston for then?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then you graduate, huh? More or less. If you survive the 2 weeks in Boston, that means you can survive in the business world till you graduate, right? Sounds good. All right. So are you affiliated with a school here in Boston?
No, Boston University.
Oh, Boston University. All right. Very good. Excellent. So we're going to start our trip here on Boylston Street. We'll take a right-hand turn onto Boylston Street. As we turn onto Boylston Street, we will see the Boylston Street Fire Station. And the Boylston Street Fire Station, not only the oldest fire station in the city of Boston, also one of the busiest, as we have over 4,000 calls for help every year. Just off left-hand side like that Boylston Street Fire Station. And here we are in the back bay of Boston on Boylston Street. I'll give you the history of the city of Boston. Now, prior to the year 1625, just a few years ago, the Algonquin Indians had used this Shawmut Peninsula, what we now call the city of Boston, as a fishing village. They, however, had not settled here themselves. In the year 1625, we had our first settler by the name of Reverend William Blackstone. And Reverend Blackstone lived in solitude for 5 years. When in 1630, the Puritans came to the world seeking religious freedom. The Trinity Church. And the Trinity Church is one of the top 10 architectural buildings in the country. The only church to make that list year after year after year. Make our way further down Boylston Street, folks, right-hand side of the dock, we're going to see 500 Boylston Street. And 500 Boylston Street was the building used in the filming of the television show Boston Legal. It was in the balconies of the building that we see Denny Crane and his associates enjoying a scotch and cigar after winning every case. Because they win every case, right, folks? Alright, so here we are in the Back Bay of Boston. I always like to tell my BU students, there is more like Boston after Mass Ave. I know you BU students like doing top of Mass Ave, Newbury Street, maybe Bulls Street. If for some reason you don't make it all the way down, this is what you're going to find as you come further down Bull Street, Newbury Street, even Marlborough, or Commonwealth Ave. There's a lot more to the city this side of Mass Ave. The undergrads kind of will laugh at that one, because I know you guys all stay up there by the fence at Kenmore Square. Make our way out of the Back Bay flag for the each one represents a hero to me, just from the state of Massachusetts, from our wars, from our Civil War up to our most recent conflicts. Also, many events have taken place right here on Boston Common. Martin Luther King has said his speech, the pulpits at Mass, and the Tea Party, which was making its way through the country. We're going in the Charles River, correct? Yes. You folks bringing bathing suits? No. Good answer. Today you do not need bathing suits. Today we're driving aboard the fastest boat on the highway and the best handling truck in the water. You folks do not even have to get out of your seats. And we'll be a boat in the Charles River. We just have to get there first. Take a right-hand turn onto the Charles River Dam for a right-hand side of the dock. We will see the Charles River. Make the way over the Crescent Roberts, go to the left-hand side of the dock. We will also see the Charles River. It's like magic. On the left-hand side of the dock, we will see Boston to the other side. That Boston vector does start and stop our tourists from the same location. We have 3 different starting locations. Our first is the Credential Loop, where we started from the next. Our second is the same side just on the left-hand side. And our third is the aquarium down on Boston's waterfront. Now we're going to take a right-hand turn into the North Point Park on the Seaway. And the North Point Park was the Lions Park given to in the Big Dig project. This actually is the staging ground for many of the construction vehicles in that project. Now we'll take a right-hand turn onto Education Street and turn onto Education Street. And Education First motto was breaking down culture barriers to the use of education. Now let's see right, they put a piece of the Berlin Wall in front of Education First. You folks see that piece of the Berlin Wall? There with the pink jacket, the blue hat. You see that piece of round concrete on top of that Berlin Wall? Any idea when that piece of round concrete would be up there? It was actually said that the strongest man or woman in the world would not be able to get enough leverage to climb over that Berlin Wall if they got close enough to it. I'm going to make our way to this next intersection. Right-hand side of the dock, we're going to see most of the docks of the river with this radio here. Very, very important, folks, evacuation routes right out the windows. If we do have to evacuate the dock, as we all stick together, adds it is much easier to count 33 people in a group than it is to count 33 people spread across the Charles River. Now you folks notice how I spell the number 33 3 times, right? Don't forget about me. Thank you. As we enter the water, I do need to sound the horn. You folks will quack. Loud the horn. You folks ready? To the boat! A little audience up there today. Hope we do it right. Pick up your feet. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully they're not wet yet, right? No, I'm just kidding. We are now a boat on the Charles River. Alright, welcome to the Charles River. Anybody back to been on the Charles River before? So no one's going to swim. John Smith of the Pocahontas, Spain. John Smith made a map of the whole Massachusetts Bay colony. He took this map back to the King and Queen of England, where he sat down with Prince Charles, who was a teenager at the time. As he sat down with the teenager, he laid the map out in front of the teenager, and he said, you can name anything that you would like on this map. And of course, the teenager picks the biggest thing. We now have the Charles River. Now, the Charles River was a tidal river for many, many years here in Boston. The tides here in Boston do range about 12 feet twice a day. The water will come into Boston Harbor and the Charles River at 12 feet higher than normal. Also go out of Boston Harbor and the Charles River at 12 feet less than normal. Because of this tidal ebb and flow of water in and out of the Charles River, people could throw their trash into the Charles River and it would just go away. Everything what did it really do? It was just gone. Well, that's nice to wait, folks. Building of the Earth Dam just ahead of the dock, left to right to left. This is the Earth Dam. Built during 19 1908 to control the height of the jaws river, not only to control the height of the jaws river, but also stop it at the flow of water in and out of the jaws river. However, but still, we put the running track. Jaws river. Also, we can get one of the various streets in the state. 50 years ago, folks, you can tell the jaws river. Volcanic acid, naturally occurring acid from leaves and other vegetation fall into the jaws river. Very similar to making a cup of tea at home. Take a nice hot cup of clear water, put your tea, make it a little brew for a few minutes, then you have nice hot tasty brown water. The only connection I posted is water is brown. So the hot cup tasty, I can't suggest drinking it. Now we're going to pass on into Frankie dropping. It's not every day that you can actually drive over a bridge and then underneath it in the same vessel. Breaking dropping, you can make the city model on the left hand side and the east on the right. As you make the way out underneath the breaking dropping, you find ourselves in a lock on the earth dam. Now a lock is just a boat elevator turning vessels from one kind of water to the next. If we're at lost time at low tide, we come into this lock there, pump the lock full of water, turn the correct height to steam across the Charles River. Going from the Charles River back to Boston on the low tide, all you have to do is drain this lock right out. There are actually 6 of these locks in the Panama Canal system connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This lock today is replaced by the Richard Grizzly lock of the 1978 to control the height of the Charles River. Today is used as an analogy and access to the lower basin of the Charles River. Break away the end of the lock and hook. I do need to sound the horn. Once again, we'll flat. Loud horn. Hook up. To the boat. Left hand side, like we'll see any experiment, so you're in black. Now it's jumping us line. Give it the next one. To the boat. Next, like we'll see, is Kenwall Carlos saying. To the boat. Right inside the right boat, we will see the back of the Museum of Science. The Museum of Science built in 1950 on top of the Earth Dam. Now the Earth Dam is state-owned property. The state was not interested in selling their property to the Museum of Science. Instead, they arranged for a land lease. The Museum of Science is a 99-year lease for $1 a year. Now my question to you folks is, do you think they paid it all off at once? Did the state cost every year looking for that dollar? If you look at the top of the Museum of Science, you'll notice there are 6 different types of windmills. And these different windmills built to see what design of windmill is the best at making electricity. And the electricity made by the windmills and design used by the Museum of Science is actually sold back to the electric company. The Museum of Science did go through a comprehensive wind study to see if it was feasible to put a full-size windmill on the property, and unfortunately there is not enough wind in the lower basin of the Charles River for that to happen. Alright folks, this is my favorite part of the trip tonight. I get to get up out of my seat, sit over here and enjoy a beautiful Monday morning program. Is that alright with you? Alright, what a beautiful day here in Boston. We brought the weather with us. We left the rain at home. It rained a little this morning, so we appreciate it. Just enough to water the sun. As we start, got 2 folks on the park. The folks have picked that up very, very well. The next thing that I got to teach folks actually how to drive a duck. I do have any volunteers for big kids will do it. What's your name? Sebastian. All right, Sebastian, I'm going to guess you are from Germany. Yes. You're studying in Germany. You're doing 2 weeks 2-week stint here in Boston, right? So what is, alright, so you just start, or are you in?
Today we start here. We finish
Oh, okay. 2 more months in Germany, but you just started the 2 weeks here. Alright, so don't forget to smile for the camera. We have smiling for the camera. Here we go. He's not a ham at all, is he? So what are you going to do after you graduate?
We'll see. I don't know it yet. Yeah.
You have to find a job. Yeah.
So it is.
So it is. That's right. That's right. Well, let me give you a stick of a drive of the duck. Everybody give Sebastian a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your trip today. All right, just watch a step 1 down. I don't want to see your trip. All right, let's see who's next back there. Who else wants to learn that drive of the duck? It's real easy to. I guess Sebastian's going to be in the hour now, right? Again, just watch your head in the mirror, okay? And how are you today? Excellent. What's your name? Ashley. All right, Ashley, also from Germany, right? From the UK. From the UK. All right. Are you studying in Germany? You are. Right? You can put your foot flat on the floor. We don't have to slow down at all. We don't want to go any slower than this. You don't have to put it on the pedal. No, right up. Yeah, you can push on. All the kids ask to be before. It's not really scary. Have you been to Boston before? No. What's your favorite part so far? Newbury Street itself. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. We'll be making our way back up Newbury Street today. You can't get off though, right? No stopping. No spending money on the tour. Okay. Afterwards, you go wherever you want. All right. So we don't have class today, do we? Class tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, first thing. All right. Very good. I'd like everybody to give her a big round of applause. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your trip today. Anybody else want to successful learning adventure? Not rather than so, as you do this, we go forward, then it's all kind of what's he doing, right? A chaperone. So you graduates or undergrads? All right, excellent. Are you guys done for the year? Yeah. For the semester, yeah, that's for the semester. And then start back up in September. Yeah. Yeah, summer semester is very good. What was graduation for you? First week of May? Yeah, second week. Third, almost the third week. All right, very good. So how many more years before you graduate? Very good. We see you. All right, very good. You're just trying to live it up as long as you can, right? Living the college life. Not graduate. There you go. So the right hand side of the East Cambridge is Senate Committee Biotech Air Fathers to become governor here in Boston. You'll notice the gold statue on top of the building to the right there. That is the goddess of Athena. And the goddess of wisdom. And she's built on top of a publishing company right in East Cambridge. Now coming out of the trees just on the left hand side of the duck, you'll see the golden dome of the Massachusetts State House. It's just about 2 miles of trees. I promise you it's there. We saw it once already. I just want to show hands. Who thinks there's actually real gold on top of that gold dome? Who thinks there's no gold on top of that gold dome? Who doesn't want to think on a Monday morning? Out of which there's actually 13 pounds, there's 23 karat gold on top of that gold dome last we built in 1997. I bet they'll feature that in the Alright, let's see, we're going to be going underneath the Henry Wadsworth Longfellow Bridge. Longfellow Bridge named for that famous poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. You'll notice there are Viking ships along the bridge statues on the right hand side of the river. And that's because we believe the Vikings were the first people that transit up the Charles River. We soon realized they were not. We just haven't changed our outlook here in Boston. The bridge was built here in 1900, given the namesake of that famous poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Now as we going out from underneath the Longfellow Bridge, right hand side of the rock we will see more of Newtown, or East Cambridge as it was called. You'll notice a tan building with 2 white domes on top of it. That tan building is actually the green building at MIT. And then 2 white domes are actually top of the radar. There's the first piece on top of the radar and the metal forecast. And it's time to make our turn today right here. Street in Boston. It also right the John Hancock Tower built here in 1978 and 63 stories. It's the tallest building in the city of Boston. Also right inside the Metro Boston Community Voting. Boston Community Voting is the largest nonprofit here on the Charles River. It's their goal to get everybody who's going to learn how to sail and sail all summer here on the Charles River. Not only do they have sailboats, but they also have kayak canoes and windsurf boards here at Boston Community Voting. To make our way back, I think there's long for the bridge today, folks. You'll notice a little bit of construction going on with the bridge today. As I mentioned, the bridge was built here in 1900 to replace the West Bridge back to the west and also the right-hand side of the arch, with these gables still left. Well, 112 years later, in 2012, the state decided to have to repaint the bottom of the bridge. Olden, you come to find out you cannot just repaint the bottom of the bridge. You have to replace some of the steel. So the state will be replacing all of the vertical steel, the 4 road decks to railroad bridge, railroad tracks, and the 4 tunnels on the 4 towers on the bridge itself. It's taken about 3 years to complete this road project. Once again here, folks, right inside the rack, we're going to see the short granite building. The short granite building, round windows to the side, small brown cupolas to the top. And this is the Charles Street Jail. And the Charles Street Jail built here in 1850. State-of-the-art when she was built. Operated for 140 years, but in 1990, the governor of Massachusetts put a rubber stamp on a piece of paper saying that the jail is condemned. Not even suitable for prisoners to live in the jail itself. 17 short years later, true Bostonian handling the fashion, we opened it up as a 4-star luxury hotel. The Liberty Hotel, the Alabama, the restaurant and bar. If anybody else thinking the same thing, if you go to a 4-star luxury hotel, you don't want to sleep in a jail cell, legitimate concern, right? Just to the right, you see that red brick building, 3 windows across with the glass balconies. Those are actually hotel rooms in that Charles Street Jail and in the Liberty Hotel here in the West End of Boston. So here at Boston Doctors, we have this program called the Quack Quack Give Back. Anytime someone purchases something from Boston Doctors, be it a souvenir or a ticket for the doctor itself, we always ask if they want to round the ticket price up to the next dollar and donate that change to charity. This is what we call that Quack Quack Give Back program. Just last year alone, our 2013 season, Boston Doctors raised over $8,000 just for the pocket change. Boston Doctors had doubled some money, raised $16,000 to 5 different nonprofit charities throughout the streets of Boston. Boston's Community Voting is one of the largest nonprofits here on the Charles River. We also do give to the Charles River Watershed and the Charles River Cleanup Boat. The Charles River Cleanup Boat is an all-volunteer group of many of the drivers here at Boston Doctors will volunteer on their days off to go out on this vessel. As it is just a good excuse to go for a boat ride. But we do some good by picking up floating trash and other debris here on the Charles River. And of course, on beautiful days like this, we stop for ice cream because that's always the fun to do on a boat ride, right? We also give to Boston's Public Library. And our 5th and final nonprofit is the Bostonian Society, which runs a museum at the old State House. So just on the right-hand side of the Teddy Ebersol Fields. Teddy Ebersol was a huge Red Sox fan that was unfortunately killed in a plane crash at a very young age. Teddy's father was the president of NBC Sports at the time, and Teddy's parents put money aside for Teddy to go to college. Teddy's parents decided to give that money to the residents of Boston and the city of Boston, and they built these Teddy Ebersol Fields. There are 3 softball fields and Little League fields. There are also 2 soccer fields and field hockey fields, depending on the season. Fields are built here on top of Esplanade Park, and the Esplanade Park starts at the top of the Earth and Dam, makes its way all the way underneath that long building bridge out to the Mass Ave Bridge. Now during the 4th of July celebration in Los Angeles, we expect over 400,000 people down on the shoreline of the Charles River. Not only to listen to the Boston Pops perform at the Cat Show, but also to watch a fireworks display that is put off in the middle of the Charles River. To the boats! Quack, quack! I just passed the Teddy Airport, so I'll be on the Esplanade Park. You'll see the red brick buildings, the glass towers sticking out from between them. This is Massachusetts General Hospital. Massachusetts General Hospital, leading hospital here in Boston, also in the country. Mass General was the first hospital to use an X-ray for medical purposes. Also, Mass General, the first hospital to use ether in surgery. Now, prior to the advent of ether in surgery, many of the patients would actually succumb to the shock of surgery, as the human body cannot tell the difference between a foreign object into the body and a skilled surgeon. After the advent of ether in surgery, the body was actually being put to sleep, and they had no idea that it was actually being attacked from the outside. And they saved many, many lives with that use of ether. You'll notice that green roof division, the white event tent on the back lot. Now, a lot of different receptions will take place right here on the back lot of the museum site. A lot of weddings take place right here at the museum. You folks that might be able to get married here at the museum site because there's a lot of chemistry. That white dome that we see there is the Hadron Planetarium, recently renovated to state of digital and fiber optic space in the Earth's outward galaxies and far, far beyond. Also in the museum, the views are omni-interior, 180-degree viewing, 360 seating. And the Bandograph generator. The Bandograph generator is one of my favorite exhibits in the Museum of Science. The Bandograph generator brings so much static electricity. We actually have man-made lightning. One of my drugs brings so much static electricity. If we will both gain one at the same time, you can handle it in straight line. Even if they're excellent exhibit in the Museum of Science. Now we make our way back now along to talk about people in the history of the vehicle we're driving for today. And coming up on the left, that's the accomplished fire driven by Colonel Tuck Casey Booker. To the boat! Quack, quack! Next today we are driving one old, glorious, one of the modified type vehicles here at Los Angeles. Vehicle does something of Dr. Official given an acronym. That acronym is DUKW. The D stands for the year that was 1942. U stands for utility. It's made of seats, made a trainer on a cargo carrier capability. The K stands for the front wheel drive axle, which releasing out of the river one day. The W stands for the twin rear axles. Anybody sitting in the back of the axle probably heard about that axle slide back and forth. And that sliding axle actually helps make smaller turns throughout the streets of Boston. Over 21,000 those are World War II in Defiance, Michigan. And because most of the men are fighting the war effort, these vehicles were built by the women. I have to look about the HOC aside that Kilroy was here. And Kilroy was a ribbon country during World War II, just south of Boston in a 4-ribbon shipyard. Showing us that it came from Roseland River and Wendy the welder. The Roseland River would contain curved ribbons that she put on the side of each ship. At the end of the encounter of service, Mr. Kilroy would find the last ribbon was a piece of white chalk. Rosie soon realized that she was wiped that piece of white chalk away, and Mr. Kilroy would open yesterday's flag banker twice with one set of ribbons. Mr. Kilroy, being a very smart man himself, got onto it very, very quickly, and he decided to write down the saying, Kilroy was here, in heavy grease crayon. But because of the speed at which his vessels were built, the insides of the ships would roll in unpainted, and many of the sailors and soldiers would read the sign, Kilroy was here, and became a morale booster and a war cry during World War II. He said you can read the sign, Kilroy was here, the enemy cities and towns after the Allied forces had made their way through them. And although with God it could show when the man's face coming over the wall was at it, you can see Boston Express was taking their own liberties, like in a Duckbill with webbed hands. And just on the right hand side of the right, folks, you'll see that National Street Park once again. National Safety cars moving in both directions. That beautiful red brick building overlooking the Charles River. Now, if you look at the top three windows of that building, folks, it looks like there are Venetian blinds in those windows. And those Venetian blinds are actually the bars that are holding the prisoners in the National Street Jail. Now, the National Street Jail, built there in 1990, to replace the Charles Street Jail, which was condemned in that same year. Just on the right, we'll see the Tower A Bridge connecting the railroad tracks from the City of Boston's North Station to the city of South North and East here in Massachusetts. And those railroad tracks actually make it as far north as Portland, Maine. Just above the single Tower A Bridge, we'll see the Leonard P. Bunkering Bridge. The Leonard P. Bunkering Bridge, the widest cable stay bridge in the United States. It is 10 lanes wide. Now we'll make our way back towards the ramp today. Yes, make our way back towards the ramp. I'll slow everything down here. We'll engage the front drive axle. We now have the front drive axle, the rear drive axle, and the propeller pushing us through the water. And this is exactly how they used these vehicles during World War II. For those vehicles men or cargo, today folks like cargo, you did a great job staying in your seats. I appreciate that. We then will be lowered over the side of the ship and we will storm the beach. That's what's fun about that term storming, folks. Is that the speed that's made on the river today is just about the maximum speed of this vehicle. It isn't much of a storming at all. As we get to the next point, then as we're I'm going to slow everything down. And after we slow everything down, we are going to feel two slight bumps. The first bump will be the front tires catch the ramp, driving us up the ramp. And the second bump will be the back tires catch the ramp, driving us completely out of the Charles River. Front tires just about to catch right there. Back tires catch the ramp, give yourselves a big round of applause. Folks, we've been in a successful water landing on board Old Glory here upon Lake. You folks didn't get wet back there, did you? Make our way to the top of the ramp, shift it back up into drive, both lights off, headlights on, disengage the front drive axle. And then I said, folks, we're now ready to make highway speed once again forward Old Glory out. Everyone's ready? To the boat! Black flag! Right inside the deck, folks, we're going to see Boston Sand and Gravel. Boston Sand and Gravel instrumental in making the concrete for the Big Dig project. For the Big Dig project, you said you can make a sidewalk. The population here lost 15,000 men. And actual British troops. And keeping a secret was very, very hard to do. The British had every intention of fortifying the cities around Boston. However, on the morning of June 17, 1770, the British troops woke up to find the Patriots had fortified themselves here at Charlestown on Public Hill. The British were very, very upset about this. The British gathered 2,200 troops from the countryside in Boston. When they got to their longboats, they rode over to Charlestown. And when they arrived here in Charlestown, folks, they attacked Bunker Hill. Let's see what's going on.